Hello! Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello, hello. And welcome to this Final Boss Fight livestream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Ben.
Have no fear. I am here.
Rogue Trader.
I'm afraid, very afraid.
There's no need. It's all right, I'm here. I'll take us into safety.
And Obsolete Goat.
Hello, I'm going to be using the combat wheelchair by Mustang Arts today. Thank you again, Mustang Arts, for letting us use that.
Hey, AG, and also thank you to Ben again for...
Ew.
Yay, it has been another amount of time. And Rogue has also just resubbed for the 6th month in a row. That's 6 whole months. That's also
That got
apparent.
hidden behind the title.
That's behind the title. I need to move that. That's what problems come with rearranging layouts of things. Hey, Sir Dribbles is the hypester.
Hey.
I'm going to put the title there for now, and hopefully that is nice. Cool.
With intelligence 10, Vasing can count up to 6, right?
Oh yeah, you can get to 6. 10 is
10 intelligence is average.
10 intelligence is an average human being. They can get to 6 on like 1.5 hands.
I'm above average intelligence.
That's concerning.
I could count to 10. I have to take my shoes off to get there, but still.
Last time, I feel 10 intelligence is too high for an average human. No, yeah, what you've got to remember is like 10 is a baseline average person. A lot of the people that are very loud and on the internet are way below 10. Both in age and in intelligence stat.
Yep. AG, you got that right. It's 1, 2, 10.
Now the question is internet decorum based on intelligence or wisdom?
Oh, he meant purely off of customer service work. Oh yeah, well that's the same thing.
Oh, that number scale's a lot higher. That goes up to 100. 10 is the level where it starts.
Anyway, the last time this group got together, you walked down a very long corridor of statues. Human statues, but with their faces and details etched away with the passage of time. Spiders had reclaimed this corridor, and their webbing covered the top of the room, but the bandits who had been in the area previously had slain the spiders. Sir Dribble says, "Oh, Rogue, did you enjoy the note with what you delivered?"
I did, but let's stay on topic.
Setting, time, and place. You found a large set of double doors at the end of the corridor and subtly opened them and discovered a trio of manticores who decided you were dinner.
Then we close the door.
You closed the doors and held them closed for a while as the manticores attacked the other side and rolled incredibly poorly at their strength checks. And the rest of the group booked it down the corridor, while Underscum stayed with the doors, holding them closed in an enlarged form, with the intent that just before he ran away, they might break through. And unfortunately, they broke through a little bit quicker than he was anticipating, possibly. And he nearly died in the onslaught that occurred. But you managed to take out the manticores, including nearly petrifying one of them, and Sir Dribbles also says, "No, I got what I wanted." So you find yourselves taking a couple of minutes to center yourself in the room. You've looked around and found the contents of the nest, which was, for anyone not keeping up with last time, you found a chain shirt, a flail, a wood flute, and a pouch with some money in it, and a silver necklace.
Yeah, we discovered that the party inventory is in fact a tool we have.
And yes, there's a party inventory thing that you can now have access to that allows you to store things as a group and then divvy them out to the group as and when needed. Drew is asking how everyone else is.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah, doing all right.
We'll go over to the map screen now so that we can see the map. For those of you who have some difficulty seeing the map, one, I've just spotted a thing suggesting another way that I might be able to shave time off of loading map that might help it load, but it'll have to be a thing I do for next time. But also, you are stood in a large room. On the wall opposite the doors you came in through are 3 more large double doors. And then to the south of the room, which is right of where you entered, there is another double door. Did that not unpause? Game, when I unpause, I expect you to unpause for all of the people, not just for the GM.
I mean, that would be handy.
Yeah, it would be nice. Like this whole being frozen in time thing, very unsettling.
Apparently,
He's currently playing musical statues. I think we're all winning.
Don't forget about the guys in the hallway though. They started before us.
You're right. We need to get a feather and start tickling them.
he says, "Sorry, who is the big deep voice, and is that a real voice or a character voice?"
Well, that'd be Wall.
Yeah, that's obsolete ghosts. Ghost. That's obsolete ghost. They have a real deep voice in.
I have a very deep voice.
In character.
Yeah, absolutely has a very deep voice and character. Really gets everyone going.
No, that's...
The best part about my deep voice is I can talk with 2 at once. Very talented.
No, that's Ben, and that's mostly a character voice, but he does have a very deep voice.
Yeah, pretty much I do. And this is me just talking regularly.
See, I just liked the idea that all 3 of us are actually just Wall.
This is all just Wall's internal monologue.
See, I like the idea, the canon idea that it's just 30 years from now when Wall's telling the story about why Wall has 7 palaces in Waterdeep.
So what you're saying is this whole campaign is like a How I Met Your Mother,
I met your mother, but from Wall's perspective, and there's no one else there. He's trying to make it more entertaining by adding more people.
Drew.
Actually, it's just gone. That's how he gained all his wealth. Gone.
Drew also says, "Oh, you had me thinking it was obsolete. Now I feel silly."
Ew.
Hi.
My voice is a bit deep at the moment because I have had a cold recently.
So, now I have discovered that apparently my GM was disconnected from the game, and I've now come back to unfreeze you in time. There are 4 doors leaving this room. Are there any that you wish to explore?
I need to finish looking around the room first.
There's piles of cloth, right?
Ooh, wait. I can see through the wall.
Can you?
You can see through me.
Oh, yes, you can. No.
I see through your lies.
There are no lies. I'm very honest. Just a little off that.
Quick,
That's
while the
what I
wall
like.
is open, run through it.
No.
Ah, I've been frozen.
Hey, I put walls in.
Aw.
We have more people in wheelchairs.
Inclusion for the disabled.
Wall rise up.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Get out of my wheelchair, no, I'm kidding.
So we'd already scoured this room, I believe.
Yeah, this room you've looked through. You feel fairly confident you've looked through everything there is to discover here.
Is there anything on the walls? Because a lot of these places had tapestries.
One moment, let me have a quick look at the description. I think probably most the nests that you see are made of tapestries and curtains shredded by the manticores, intermixed with humanoid bones and broken bits of stone. So you get the feeling that any tapestries that used to be in this room, they ain't here anymore.
I mean, we could always convince the goblins in the market to try and, like, put these back together.
The tapestries?
And if we got time, we could try and do it ourselves.
We don't have time for
I
it.
do like puzzles. I like puzzles.
Just sort of like, to demonstrate tapestries, I sort of just grab some cloth that's in one of the nests and just
It's like a shred
out
of
of my hand.
cloth.
Does anyone have a sewing kit?
No.
Right.
I mean, I do,
Does
but I
anyone
think...
have tape?
I mean, I have mending. I feel that we would be here for a while, though. I mean, that tapestry is kind of covered in a lot of... I'm hoping is, blood.
It's best not to consider what it's covered in.
I'm not going to touch Underscum, is the short end of it.
I'm going to grab a load.
No, please.
And,
Underscum, they smell so bad.
but it might show us something important. We can't stay away from these possibilities. Now, if I just put these on your lap, you can start dealing with that. I'll go get some more.
Warren just looks at them in disgust. But we'll start, put some gloves on and start casting mending,
Now, I can't tell whether this stain is a part of it or whether they wet themselves, but you look at that. And, I'll go to the one over here.
Make me an intelligence check, Wall.
I'll gladly do that. Where's my intelligence score? Here we are. First round of the day, 16.
You start going through the pieces that have just sort of been dumped around your legs, and you start managing to find pieces that should go next to each other. And as you cast mending over them, they just sort of sew themselves back together. But you realize the size of a tapestry compared to the length of time it'll take you. This isn't a thing that you're just gonna do by sitting here and do it. Like, this is gonna take you weeks of time. Because not only do you need to find the right pieces and hold them next to each other and then cast the spell, it is also, they've been shredded, they've been slept on and mussed around. You think there's 3 or 4 different tapestries in what's in front of you at the moment to begin with.
Oh, this one's got a bit of gold on it. That's nice. There we go. There's another one for you. Drape that over your shoulders while you're working the other ones.
It's like, I'm gonna just mage hand them off. Just please, no. I'm gonna put them inside my bag of holding, Underscum, and I'm gonna do this at my workshop, because there's a lot here, and we're gonna need a bit more, I look around for an excuse.
There might be something in the other room.
Yes.
The other room.
Right. I have I need my sewing table. I don't have that here. definitely have a sewing table in my
You to
workshop.
the other room. I'm going to go to the other room. Come over here. Open the door.
You open the door into a long corridor. You see
I'm gonna
opposite
open
you,
this one.
and a little bit north from where you are at the moment, Underscum, the corridor curves off. Hang on a minute, I think
Oh, hello.
this might be your purple blob.
That might be my purple blob. I think it probably was my purple blob.
So you can see a T-junction where the corridor disappears off, continuing along to the east. And then it goes down south from you in the direction that Vasin is currently apparently booking it. I'm just going to move some of my characters.
So that's the way we're going. Good, yeah.
I'm just going to move several of my characters who I need to be in charge of moving.
I was just having a nose. What earth's down here?
One moment. Let me catch up.
Quick, run! We're ahead of the TM. We can go.
We can go anywhere.
Could I get from you both a perception check to do with smell, Vason, and... Actually, no, wait, I can do this, can't I? It is this. I request a perception check from these characters.
No,
Nice.
I have an advantage on this specifically. Please.
Yeah, I was hoping I had advantage. I do not.
So, just rolling regularly?
Yep, just perception.
Oh,
I've
dear.
run over.
Oh, that's the 12.
Okay, Underscum, as you turn this corner, as you turn this corner,
Right.
the smell hits your nose of incredibly pungent, rotten meat
Oh, no.
coming from the room at the end of the corridor down in this direction to the east.
I have appeared and have rolled a 22 for smell. Because you know I have a very keen nose.
Whoa, as you appear, which I will make happen when I find where you are,
I'm behind everyone. A little gaggle.
Yeah.
as you get down here as well, you are just overcome with this smell of pungent, rotten meat.
Oh, that brings back bad memories.
I'm just gonna kind of pause for a minute.
Wait, what?
When was the last time
Well,
Hello?
Hello?
I think we're all here.
DM?
Hello, yes, I am here.
You're here, so...
I think the
Okay.
ambient music's just gone off. We're just kind of gonna sniff the air a little bit and just be like, smells weird. Can I identify with my keen nose what that, the meat could be?
It's... Drew says he's also here.
Hey,
You can't...
good, but you're still here.
You can't pick out a specific meat, but it is a mixture of meats, and Lullaby Law says they are also here.
Hello.
We're all here.
There's just a mixture of meat and oh no, don't want to move that layer. Rotten meat and dried blood smell in the air.
How fresh does it smell?
Some point this morning.
I will.
Wow, rotten already.
I'll scoot ahead of everyone. Like that. There's something up ahead.
Really?
Smells.
No,
I didn't hear anything.
I'd be,
No, there's a smell.
no.
So I'm just going to need to...
I get bad memory. No, that's not a good sign.
We're just going to start to slowly go ahead.
If that's not a good sign, I'll get my sword out. I'll sort of.
No, you you shouldn't go, but no. It could be dangerous. You should wait behind.
There,
It smells...
you enter a room. You enter a room with two large tables in the center of the room. Two 20-foot long, 5-foot wide stone tables, flanked by stone benches. You can see the on the walls of the room iron rods bolted to the wall somewhere near the ceiling, such that would be at one point would have had hanging on them tapestries.
I think I found where they got the cloth from.
And just drying on the tables is a layer of congealed meats and bloods.
Alright. Okay. Alright, never mind. This isn't what I thought it was. Smells the same, but it's not. That's okay. You can look around. That's fine.
It kind of smells more or less the same. Wall's going to investigate. I might be on a table right now.
No,
I'm investigating.
you're in the middle.
Tables. Cool.
Roll investigation.
Awesome. Wall's also going to pull out a sandwich.
Funny, not eating.
A peckish, you know.
There is a layer on the table of a mix of fatty meat remains and blood, and it looks like at some point in the last couple of hours rotten meat was dropped onto the table, and then something has come in and taken it away.
I'll look on the...
As you look at the southern table, you can see a similar arrangement where there is a layer of meat juices. But you can see in it sort of the smudge patterns that suggest something ate it here. Whereas the northern table, the meat was here and then taken somewhere else.
Can I look at the floor to see if there's any drag marks? I presume there'll be a drag mark leaving the room this way.
You don't see any drag marks.
Oh.
It appears that whatever was on the tables was light enough to not be dragged by whatever did the moving.
Either that or what did the moving was big enough not to worry about its size.
It's probably the manticores, but that means that someone's feeding them.
If it's the manticores, there'd be mess on the floor because manticores don't have arms.
They have mouths though.
Yeah,
Grab
but
it in their
then-
mouths and drag them off.
Yeah, you don't drip marks on the floor though. Vason is going to use divine sense because this is like rotten meat being fed to things.
Okay.
That's not normally a thing that's good with a capital G.
And it might be good for the one who's getting the feeding.
Let me
But
have a quick look at what's within 60 feet of you.
Hello.
and suddenly a Sir Troubles appeared around the corner.
You close your eyes and you focus for a minute on your divine sense, and you expand your senses out. And the only Trouble says hello.
It's Troubles. Troubles is the one out there.
The only element of anything that is picked up by your divine senses is the slightly fiendish presence of Wool.
Actually, I've got that thing, so you wouldn't get anything off me.
Is the nothing at all.
I am completely clean, I'll have you know. I'm a good boy. I go to church on Sundays.
I'm not. I also forget to take a bath every now and again.
There is nothing that would set off your senses. There is still underscum, but...
Underscum's there. Your underscum sense is tingling.
Underscum is always here.
The only thing tingling is my sense of adventure.
You're never alone if there's an underscum nearby.
This corridor
like trees.
turns up and away, and then there's just a collapsed end to it.
Oh, a collapsed end.
Kind of presuming that the party's kind of out of eyesight. Is the meat juices wet?
It's been a little while. It is starting to congeal, but...
Will's gonna find, like, he's gonna take off his gloves and just kind of run his finger through it and just see if he can identify what it is by taste. Tastes familiar. He's like really invested in what this fucking shit is. It's like, you know, he eats a lot of meat.
You dip your finger and just run it through the meat juice and just pop it in your mouth, and it is just rotten. Like, it wasn't good to begin with, and it's now been here several hours.
Doesn't really seem that fussed.
You can't pick out the taste.
A bit more. Gotta go and join the others.
Are there any tracks near this collapsed cave thing?
No.
Like, is it like a collapsed structure of this, or is it like a collapsed cave passage?
It looks just like there was a cave here, like the tunnel was here at some point, and then over time it's worn away, and this tunnel used to go somewhere, and nobody's maintaining it anymore. And nobody's maintained it for quite a while.
I mean... Well, what do you think? When we've made sure this is all safe, we hire a crew and deck this place out?
Could be fun. I mean, the only issue is it's that stuff could come up, I guess. I don't know how safe we could keep it.
I mean, it's safe enough in water deep above all this.
Yeah, but stuff needs to climb vertically up.
Underscum, stop there for a second.
All right.
To your right, as you walk down this passageway, there is a door. And on the door is a cast iron carving of a smiling bearded man.
Oh, sounds friendly enough. Smiling beardy man. Santa!
Sorry, Lullaby Lore. They say they've just had a steak, and the meat juices discussion is not going well with the steak.
Now, the important question is, how does everybody have their steak?
Medium well.
Vegan.
You have your steak vegan?
Vegan steak?
I have my steak vegan.
I mean, technically, most steaks are vegan.
I only have the purest vegans in my steak.
Right. I am going to subtly and very secretively open the door.
You reach for the handle and you push the door open, and an empty 10-foot by 10-foot room stands on the other side.
Oh.
Is there any smell of meat round in this room? This could be the origin.
No.
The room is completely dark for me. I'm going
It is. It is a completely empty hot corridor.
Awesome. Oh, am I?
You are at the dead end.
Cool, I'm at a dead end.
It sort of collapses
Ah.
If you follow me, Walt.
Alright.
While they're trying to come back round again, I would like to take my hammer and tap on each of the walls to see if I can get a hollow sound.
Okay. You do this and roll me an investigation check.
So, well, what do you think? Hire a crew to come down here, clear up these passages.
I mean, for what end?
That's a 7, which didn't get
dunno,
across.
hotel?
Did it?
7 total or 7 on the dice?
No, I got 5 on the dice and 2 plus 2, so 7.
Cool. You tap each of the walls, and none of them give you a hollow sound.
No. Oh well.
And Vason,
This is a deed end.
Vason, you look up the rest of this corridor, and you see that it collapses the same as the corridor to the north did. This corridor is another dead end.
That's good to know, but I'm more concerned about why Underscum is wandering around a 10-foot by 10-foot room.
Well, I saw this door here, and it had Santa Claus on the front, and I wanted to visit. I think I've been very good this year. I think I might have got myself a present.
Who's Santa Claus? Like a gnoll?
Well, from the legends which I have been told, he is a very big elf who is the size of a Goliath and very deep and billowy with the things, and he likes to treat the people who have been good.
I'm just going to make some notes
Usually
now.
at one time of year. But, and he'll punish you if you have been naughty. And I think I should be off by the naughty list. Oh, that's what they told me when I was in the cave. I never
that's not
got
nice.
on the nice list.
Oh.
Well, they constantly made me to be naughty, so I can't be on the nice list. But never mind. Maybe one day.
Bugbears have the weirdest stories.
You can say that again.
It wasn't the bugbear story. That was from the drow who were in charge of me.
Wait, Nefira? Is this true?
We look at the player who's not here.
Don't look at me. I wasn't in charge of him.
You just walk off after that party.
I've not even entered
Yeah,
the dining room.
I take a look at the door to see what Sandy Claus looks like.
You see a grinning man with a big beard, carved in cast iron on the door.
For the sake of no offense to Underscum, not trusting Underscum storytelling, I want to just do a. Oh, let's do a. Damn it, Wall, you're the smart one.
Sir Dribble says, it's Rogue.
He's rogue.
A grinning bearded man on the door.
I will do a religion check to see if I can recognize if this is some sort of iconography.
That's a good idea, actually.
It's
I'll
not...
join you on that. But I've never gone to church, okay? I haven't been to a temple in years.
It's...
We'll set up a shrine in Troll Skull, and
Oh, great.
you can meditate in there with me.
Oh, thanks.
Anyway, you were saying
It's not specific enough to be any particular deity's holy symbols from what you can remember and from what you've seen. The closest you can picture is something along the lines of maybe with the slight coloration on the door, it could be Sylvanus, the Oak Father, the god of wild nature, who is often depicted as a smiling treant. Or it could be Santa Claus.
Could be.
It'd probably be poor form to take this door with us, wouldn't it?
Why must you loot everything in this dungeon? It's a dirty, smelly, blood-covered dungeon. No one wants to come down here.
Wait, did you say this was a marking or a carving?
It's like carved into the door.
It's not going in the bag of holding. If you want to take this door home with you, you can carry it. My bag is full of bloody tapestry right now.
Do you have any charcoal and a piece of cloth?
Yeah, I'll go into my bag and I'll get you. Here you are.
I've only got plenty of cloth at the moment.
I'll just take a quick rubbing of the of what this is onto the
It's
cloth.
just like such a school kid, like, do the rubbing before we go.
In the meantime, I've come over. I'm just having a conversation with Nuri about the Santa door I've seen.
Nuri's very excited.
Oh.
The only thing is, there was no one in there, Nuri.
Nuri's never heard of Santa
Right.
Claus, but likes the idea.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to the party inventory. Rubbing of
Door.
what? Rubbing of
Rubbing the
Sylvanus?
door.
Sylvanus question mark door.
Rubbing the door. Very nice.
I'm gonna just put
The
that
door
under
will remember this. So at this point, it turns out to be a mimic.
It's a very tolerant mimic.
John, I warn you, I might have to call my union soon.
What, the number of mimics, or the number of not mimics?
on the number of underscums.
I can't help with that. Good night, lullaby.
Good night, lullaby. Sweet dreams.
Where would you like
this
to
is
go?
Come back, you just hear me regaling the tale of Santa Claus to Nuri and all the others who will listen.
Well, now that we've cleared out that particularly grim space, shall we check that first corridor? So we're not, like, having to backfill ourselves entirely on the way home.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Oh, yeah. So we're
Corridor up.
gonna go over here now. So
Well, actually-
are we gonna go down?
No, go up, because there's another corridor we've not been to. But on the way past, I passed
we
the
haven't been down this one.
I passed the rubbing to Nuri, just in case Nuri has a better idea of what this might be.
There's a bearded man.
Santa Claus.
Aren't you a priest?
Doesn't
Oh, a cleric?
doesn't mean I know everything. We try and find out new things. Facing.
Yep.
Could I get a perception check?
Sorry, I was in the middle of being lost for words. 14.
Okay. As you get to this end of the corridor, I'm first of all going to clear out a few of these explosions that keep happening behind us.
It's the only way I can see, okay?
Wall now just has explosive-based radar.
Yep. We need to have one so I can see.
Didn't you manage to put one that was like the size of the world last time?
I did
Okay.
accidentally.
Seeing one here which is very large on the Twitch stream, must do that.
Yep.
Oh, did we've left Underscum behind?
Come back! Underscum, I'm sorry for what I said. I won't call my union.
I'm just going to move Underscum up and assume that he was following. Ben can tell me if this is a mistake.
To be fair, it was a mistake. It was the other. I just wanted to look round the corner down the bottom, whilst everyone else walked off.
Okay. You look round.
So what did I perceive?
You look round the corner, Underscum, and you just see a corridor that disappears. How far? Just at the very edge of your dark vision, you can see it turns to the back to the east. But you don't see anything along the corridor that you could see.
Alright, in which case, yeah, we'll probably go back.
Vason, as you get to this turn in the corridor, you just hear a very loud snorting snore coming from down the corridor.
The sort of gesture, some sort of like be quiet motion, sort of like just shh.
My specialty.
More nods.
Wait, shit, I'm the one wearing chainmail. Well, how quiet's your chair?
How quiet am I?
How, your chair, I mean. Is it well oiled?
On a scale of 0 to 20.
Are we sure? Can we roll? Can you roll back and forth so we can hear it now? Now we're paying attention to how squeaky you are.
I'll roll back and forth a little bit. It's
Pay
neither.
very close attention to see if I can hear of any squeaks.
It's neither very squeaky or unsqueaky. It's a very average level of squeaky. Do we have anyone in the party that's good at sneaking?
I think it's underskull.
Oh yeah. I have +5 on my stealth.
I have +0. I am not doing this.
Underskull,
All right, well,
you go quietly
I'll
ahead
sneaky.
and see what that snoring is. And then come back.
Okay, Underscum, can you make me a stealth check if you are going to go stealthily?
Right, you are. Right, let's see if this one gets through. Oh no!
That got through.
Oh dear.
That did.
I was just like, I think I have enhanced abilities. Oh, never mind.
It's
I do
actually
have-
one of those things where I've just been thinking on that squeaky wheel, just walking forward.
Drew says, sorry, gotta run, but enjoy the rest of the stream. I hope the crits are true and the
Bye-bye.
rocks don't fall and you all die.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
did
just
you say
gonna
that?
heal
You
myself.
said that after I rolled the one. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have given.
I wasn't paying attention. I just spilled an entire cup of tea on myself. Okay.
So, Underscum,
Oh yeah, just both of you walking straight in.
you sneak, like, you turn and look back at Vason and Wole, who are believing in you. And you, like,
Can you believe in you at the sky?
do the very exaggerated, like, Scooby-Doo style, like, real on tiptoes, arms in front of yourself, sneaking.
Must be for the sake of getting the one. I'm just imagining stepping on squeaky ducks and all manner of noisy toys. So I don't even know why these would be in here.
And you just get to the end of the corridor and you turn the corner and you just trip over your own feet and just very loudly hit to the ground and like your hammer into the stonework, and the troll that was asleep at the end of the corridor just turns bolt upright and looks at you as you enter and
Hello.
what are you doing here?
Well, currently lying on the floor. Hold on, let me get up and we can have a proper chat. Oh. Oof.
You shouldn't
My
be here.
apologies.
No one should
Probably
be here.
not. To be honest, we're rather lost. Keep going down the wrong ways, you know.
Unfortunately, he then leaps to his feet and runs to attack.
Oh no.
And
Well, make me big.
Oh okay.
and so with that, if I remember how to do it, at some point I'll be
Do I
saying.
have any chance, for
Actually-
the sake of things, I know that I'm in danger. I know I am. and I let this in your... Is there any chance I could rage before he charges?
I'll allow you to rage as he is charging at you.
Thank you very
You
much. It's
stand
very
up
kind of you.
and rage, and he stands up and charges. And so I'm going to roll initiatives for all my NPCs, as well as Nefira and Nuri. And then I'm going to put on the battle music.
Yay.
What
Can we say, hearing that giant crash that I just cast enlarge?
I'll allow it.
Yay. You're
It
big
doesn't
now.
matter. You would have heard a large crash, a bit of conversation, and then...
Oh, have I rolled? I don't think
so
I've
you probably
rolled.
had a bit of time to be ready.
Yeah.
So that means that our good friend Mr. Paladin here increases in size.
Do the polite thing and step forward as I do that. Oh, why am I? Ah, like, sorry, my mouse wouldn't let go of my character.
Okay, here we go. With Nuri rolling the highest initiative, apparently.
Natural 20.
5, 10, 15. She's just going to run up to be beside Wole and hold I feel a guiding bolt. That's a spell she has, right?
I thought she's used Guiding Bolt before.
Yes, she's going to hold a guiding bolt until whatever made the roaring charging sound comes around that corridor, hopefully before the end of her next turn. But then it is the troll's turn.
Right.
And Mr. Troll can get up and charge over to here, and then lashes out with its claws for a 9
No chance.
and a 9.
Your attacks are pitiful.
And then it bites out at you for a 8. That's less. It's not had a good start to the morning. It's
Are you just trying to scare me off?
it's not had a good start to its afternoon nap is where we're really at here. Its afternoon nap, it was in the middle of it, and you came down here and Vason.
Okay, well, 10, 20, 30. I'm then gonna dash. 10, 20. Oh my golly gosh. Underscore, get behind me.
Why?
Aren't you? Sorry, are you?
We are having a conversation right now. I am not leaving just yet.
Are you?
Been uncivilized. I am going to teach him a lesson.
Out of character question: is Understump still bloodied and rather badly bruised from the manticores?
He's covered in slash
Okay.
marks, but he's been healed.
Oh god, please don't die, Underscum. I'm going to use a bonus action to just do Shield of Faith on Underscum,
Okay.
because I didn't see the troll miss badly, and I don't want Underscum to die.
Underscum, you have a +2 to your AC. Should the troll start
That's
remembering
nice.
how to roll a dice. Any higher than a 2 on its dice next
Yeah.
turn would be great. Whoa.
It's me. Right, so what is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What is actually my movement? I think I'm... yeah, 30, and then action dash 5, 10. Oh my god, that's big. So, Wall can't actually do anything else this turn because he uses action to move, and it's only bonus action spells. Fuck, I had Expeditious Retreat. Oh well. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
I forgot I had Expeditious Retreat. Oh no!
Underscum.
Right. I am going to get in and try and grapple hold of him.
Okay.
We will be having a proper conversation, me and you. So that's athletics against athletics, isn't it?
That is indeed.
This feels like this almost looks like the equivalent of a dog hugging its master's leg.
I get advantage on this, don't I?
You do indeed.
Lovely job.
Against a large creature? Dang.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's a 15.
It's an 8.
For it to be. Hey, there we go. Grappled. I tell you, we are going to have a good conversation. So hold on to him for the time being,
And if I can find grappled, there we go.
Yeah.
I will mark him as grappled.
Just trying to think if there's anything else to do. Because I can move a bit, but it said it's treated like difficult terrain, isn't it?
You could... Yeah, it would be difficult to move past him into the room. You could move...
But it's more I want to drag him into the room.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
basically-
moving with him. Actually, can you move with a larger than yourself
what-
creature?
It's one of those bits I don't have no bits on the grapple bit here.
When you move, you can drag. Oh, yeah. You must grapple over to make it a hash. I suppose. No more than once has carried larger than you.
So if it was giant, no, but if it was large, yes.
Yeah.
Your speed would be halved.
That's fine. I just want to get in the room enough that it's enough room. We're not stuck in the bottle now.
So you can go 5, 10, 15 if you wish. For instance,
that's fine.
To here.
That's fine by me. Yep. As I say, literally just want to sort of shove him in.
And you just sort of... You reach out and grab your arms around one of his legs and just sort of pull him, and he just like hops into the room and... Oh!
Right, and that'll be me then. I'll just end the turn. Oh.
Oh, why do I have a feeling this is going to backfire?
5, 10,
No, all our plans
15,
do.
20, 25, 30. What's your speed? It is 30 feet, isn't it? Yes, it is. So you're going to go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to just get in front of Vason. Ick is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we have an action
It's a lot.
with a crossbow. He notches an arrow, a bolt in the crossbow, aims at the troll, which is a fairly sizable target. Lets loose the arrow and hits. And an arrow embeds into the troll for a little bit of damage. I promise I can roll dice, usually.
I was going to hear a growl from me, and this one is mine.
Nafira goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 15, 20, 25. That's as close as he can get. He can't even really see into the room. He just like tries to peer around over the top of wall to see what's happening.
What's not that at all? Oh, we're goblin. Smite.
Nuri's gonna go. Everybody else is moving up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Anyone need healing yet?
No.
Okay. The troll. First of all, you see at the top of the troll's turn the crossbow bolt that is embedded in him just kind of pops out, and the wound closes up.
Oh. That does not look healthy. Pass.
And then I'm going to remember the rules for grappled one of these days.
I think grapple means that his movement is...
His movement is 0.
Yep.
But he can still attack you.
Yep.
And so maybe we'll roll more than a 2.
That's more than a 2.
That was a 5. Does that hit?
No.
How about this one?
Yes.
Even with the +2 that you have to your armor class at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, you
That
take
takes me up to 16.
9 points of damage halved to 4. As his claw just rakes across your back. And then he's going to try and bite you.
Yep.
And that is another 8 points of damage halved to 4.
That's fine.
Vason.
Genuinely surprised that damage doesn't affect grappling. I'm assuming I can move past Halal.
Yes.
I want to.
Yeah, you can move through friend spaces.
Cool.
They are assumed to get out of your way.
So 15, 25. Yeah, I've got a big ass greatsword. It can probably touch every wall in this room right now.
Shing, shing.
Like a D4, remember?
I know. I'm just enjoying the visuals of it first.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so considering it's grappled, does this count as flanking, or do I need to be further up?
You would need to be further up.
Both. There you go. That's maximum movement.
Yeah, you can't get into grappled with a troll at the moment.
You mean flanking?
That's what I mean. You can't get into that thing.
Oh well.
To be
Just gonna hit it
to be
very hard
flanking
with
a
this one.
large creature like this, you need to draw a line through its token to the other person.
Fair.
And at the moment, the line does not go through that token. But you can make the attack. You can still attack.
Yep, let's do an attack. Do I get any advantage for it being grappled?
No.
Cool.
But that does hit.
25. So damage, plus 1d4. Roll for 9.
Okay, one moment. Yeah. There we go.
And I suppose again, since apparently we're not talking, 21.
That'll hit.
Don't worry.
And another plus 1d4 for 17 damage. Oh boy.
That's some good damage.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
It's me. So since I'm concentrating on the spell at the moment, Wall is going to move to here, and then it's gonna shooty. Huh? Wait. Did that go to the thing? It did. Attack. 17.
17 will just hit.
Oh shit, man.
It's close.
Fuck. There's 9 piercing damage.
There's just
I
a
shoot it,
loud.
and
And the troll lurches to one side.
Then I will chink chink back. The little casing goes out. I'll shoot again. That's a miss.
That
goes wide.
That just hits.
Oh, that also just hits. Okay, cool.
That one is very much on the verge of not hitting.
Awesome. 10. I clip its a graze the side of its head.
Which blasts one ear, and there's now a hole in one of its ears.
And that's going to end my turn, so as I don't want to lose concentration.
Underscum.
Right. If this works, I wonder whether you'll allow me a little bit of flair. For I would like to use a shove action to shove him prone to the floor, but I would like to do it a bit more like a wrestling move, and effectively get him to land roughly around here, so that Vason might be able to get to the other side, and basically say, look, when it comes down to it, if you want to live, you should talk to us. If this works.
Okay.
Will you allow that?
I will allow that. Because that sounds
right.
Cool.
Are you doing an over-the-head pile driver?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes!
Roll me
Right.
an athletics with advantage.
We go. Nah, we're dead.
You heave and your muscles bulge and you lift, and the troll looks very surprised as you pick it up off of the ground and slam it, and it gets the wind knocked out of it as you slam it into the ground.
It is now prone and grappled. It cannot get up once I am there. Now, I want you to understand your situation very, very carefully. Because my friend here really wants your head. Why not talk to us?
I don't know you.
Very well. Vason is all yours.
But before we get to Vason, Haleth gets to go.
Poor troll.
Rip.
At advantage.
Haleth in the way of the void where someone's flesh used to be.
Hell yeah.
Punches out at it twice. And the troll is looking rather weak at the moment. Ick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It isn't going to try anything at the moment. It tries to look at getting a shot in, but apparently being incapacitated, even as a troll of this size, he has disadvantage on shooting it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nefira is going to come in and try to poke it with a sword. That's some pokey pokes.
Oh, it's dead. Troll go poof.
Nuri. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Anybody need healing?
I'll take some.
Okay.
This troll's not in great shape.
Shame that we never got a chance to properly talk to him. No, you were very disconcerting like that.
Underscum have 11.
Thank you.
Let me double check a thing.
I was going to say, how powerful is troll regeneration?
The troll seems to have vanished from my screen, which is cool.
Well, It's already died. The real question is whether it comes back.
Yeah.
It does.
The troll breathes again, and you can see some of the wounds closing.
We can do this all day.
So can I.
That'd be impressive without a head. Faison, maybe you could help us with that.
Faison.
Oh, he's not going to do anything. I thought it was going to late swing out.
Does doing a nature check actually take an action, or is that free?
I'll allow you to do a nature check for free.
Thank you. Do I think chopping off its head's gonna work?
I mean, usually removing a head from a body does seem to, stops most things.
So this thing's on the floor,
Yep,
grappled,
yep,
and in a lot of pain.
yep.
Cool. I'm just gonna put Vayson's very large foot on its head and just go for the neck.
Roll me an
With a great
attack
sword.
with advantage.
Attack with advantage. Natural 20.
Hey.
So that's critical with a plus 1d4.
Roll me the damage. Let's see what happens
Yeah.
with the damage.
It'll be 2d4 with an extra d4 to that.
Nope, that will have added the
Oh.
d4.
Because if it's doubling all the dice, though, it should be 2d4 rather than 1d4.
No, that will... I've changed the way crits work, and they just take all of the dice and put the maximum value in.
Ah.
Ah.
So you...
That's a lot. That was nearly a double crit. Double perfect crit. God dang.
You bring the sword down, and the neck comes, and the head comes off.
I'm still holding it just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use my. I guess it's technically an attack. I use my second attack to just kick the head away from the body.
The head,
Just in
like,
case.
squelches into the corner of the room.
Well, that should do it. Just check my sword for if it's got any nicks or dents from the floor.
Well,
20, 25. I'm gonna move up to here. I'm guessing the head is around here somewhere.
where did you
I
kick
was
the
going
head?
somewhere towards the left side of the room.
Like this corner?
More sort of like parallel. with
Parallel
the-
to you, like here?
Yeah.
So it's there instead. Actually, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move up to where the head is.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a mage hand and be like, and just throw it into my bag of holding. Because if it's in an interdimensional space, I'm hoping that it won't be able to regenerate.
Okay.
If it does, it will suffocate in the interdimensional space because there's no air in there, and it will also be too big when it regenerates. Its head is now in the bag of holding. Wolf just like looks so unwell. He's just like, I love this bag.
It's all good till the Pac-Man comes.
Why are you taking its head and putting it in a bag?
Because if it's an interdimensional airless space, it definitely can't regenerate.
Still holding the body just in case.
If you say so, you're the smart one.
Ward just kind of looks very sad that he just ruined. This bag is filled with like manticore poo and like a severed troll head. And he's just like, I'm just gonna throw this bag into a river after this.
I'm not sure a river in your dimensional bag will make it any cleaner.
You
No,
you
you just
throw
gotta
it.
throw it away.
You throw it into the docks, and the entire dock of Waterdeep runs into the bag.
I was like, oh fuck!
Was there a typhoon later when he empties? When it's still empty now.
Okay.
Wall and his bag of ocean.
bag of motion.
Underscum.
Right. Here's the question. What I'd like to do is, whilst I've still got the body prone, just in case it does try to come back up again, I'd like to take one of my manacles to put it on, one on its hand and one on its foot.
Okay.
So if it does start to come back again, it's going to have a right difficult time to do anything. So basically, I want to literally connect its wrist to its ankle.
Okay, it takes a bit of doing, but it's fairly easy to snap the manacle to the wrist, and then you pull it, and there's a bit of resistance from how bones work. Just sort of
That's all right. We can break that.
Lying prone on the body on the floor, but you do manage to snap the ankle to the wrist.
Good.
I'm just gonna roll for.
Okay, very curious to see what happens when we get round to the troll next.
Haleth looks at the troll. I think we need to use fire.
To be honest, I'm curious to see what happens if it survives.
I'm also curious to see what happens, but just be prepared with fire.
Well,
Oh,
tell us if another one grows inside your bag.
Oh no.
Okay.
And if the
Cool.
head comes alive, that could be interesting. Just take the head and talk to it, and while the body's sort of trapped behind, can't do anything.
Nefira backs up. Nuri's going to walk into the room, and I'm going to look at Nuri's spell list now.
I do love the fact that we're doing the rest of this just out of pure curiosity to see what happens to the troll.
I mean, it might come back. It's in theory still.
And that's the thing. I don't want to find out if it's like a hydra. Could you make an army just by constantly cutting off their heads?
Oh no!
I wonder if it will work for other limbs.
Well, any word?
Be with you in a minute.
10
No, he's
years
still
later.
thinking about standing claws.
It's like 10 years later, we have gone through all of Nuri's level 1 spells.
As you look down at the troll's decapitated body, it starts to move again.
Done.
I was a
this
movie
is
without a
fun.
head.
And it struggles against the fact that one arm is now chained to, I'm assuming, its opposite leg,
Yep.
but it
Well, I'm
reaches
still
out.
holding it down to the ground anyway.
It reaches out with one clawed hand towards Wole.
Right.
No.
So it doesn't have a head still.
It doesn't have a head.
Oh, right. Right. What we need to do, we need to incapacitate the body, and then we have a head we can talk to. We can have a talking head to walk around. I'll have him on my belt. I'll hang him from my belt, and we can have a talking head. That's awesome. That's amazing. You can figure that one out, can't you, Walt?
I feel that maybe I'm just gonna try and avoiding it doesn't go. I don't know if that's such a good idea. This thing's scary. What if it grows its body back?
Well, this one isn't growing his head back, so I don't know if that's how it works.
I don't know if it just starts growing a really tiny head.
Wall,
Yeah.
where is your bag of holding?
Probably like on the chair somewhere, like strapped around the back or the side.
There's a shuffle,
Oh no!
and the head just launches itself out of the bag of holding. It just plops down on the ground.
That ain't right.
Right.
That ain't not right.
This is brilliant. This is excellent. I love this. Hey, Mason, take off the other limbs. We can make it so we can't go anywhere. You can talk to us that way, and then the body can't do anything to get itself together.
Faison.
Considering there's a head on the floor next to Wall and a troll that's spasming around trying to come back to life, there's this very brief moment as Vason just covers his face with a taloned hand, not quite sure he can believe this. Reaches for the shockingly unused torch in his bag, lights it, and just goes to where the stump of the troll's neck is and just lets it catch fire.
Make me an attack roll. It will be an improvised weapon, so just make me a strength check.
And it'd still be an advantage because it's prone on the floor, right?
It is still at advantage because it's prone on the floor, yes.
Ability check. Oof. 17.
Roll me a d4 plus your strength bonus.
Plus my strength bonus. My strength bonus is 4. 7.
Okay. The neck starts to burn. But the troll is still moving.
Well, I mean, I technically have a second attack, but I'm gonna just stick with that took the whole thing, since I imagine lighting a torch took a while.
Yeah, I'll say that's one attack to light the torch, and then a second to bop it.
Yeah.
Up.
Well, grab its head.
Whoa.
Yeah, mage hand, I'm gonna grab the head by the hair.
Okay.
I just launch it back into the bag and just hold all my weight over the bag.
As you launch it, you just hear it's, "Let me go."
Close it. And I strap it down, like I'm gonna put all the straps closed on the bag.
Okay.
Be like, no!
Underscum.
Right.
I just like the idea that your bag filled with treasure isn't actually ever strapped. It's just this open void to the astral plane that you can just be throwing peas into as you're walking along.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just bits
Well,
of
it's
back
anything
guano
but safe.
bits of back guano on the ceiling have dropped into the bag.
It's a mess in there.
Seeing what Vason done, I would like to take one of my whiskey bottles.
Oh no.
Okay.
Take a big swig of it, and effectively lining myself up with the torch, which should still be roughly somewhere down there, to blow fire over, or attempt to blow fire over. So I've seen performers do this. I might get this wrong.
Make me a dexterity check.
If you set me on fire...
Right, dexterity, normal, roll. That's an 8.
You belch
Fear I might
forth,
get myself on fire.
belch forth this cloud of whiskey, and you hit the torch. You don't hit the troll,
Oh no.
but there is a little bit of blowback from the flame, and you take 3 points of fire damage as the fire just kind of runs back up the whiskey and lights the beard, and you very quickly slap yourself out.
Yep. Right. I don't know how to do that. I will learn. I will learn by practicing and get that done right.
We are going to go now to Nefira, who's just going to step up and stab it again with a rapier.
No, you're meant to use fire.
We have used fire.
Oh yeah, but we face it. Do we just need to burn it once?
It doesn't matter, Nefira doesn't hit.
How didn't you hit? It would still be prone on the floor, right?
He rolled really badly twice.
F.
You missed a body being held on the floor. How did you do that?
Nuri is going to step forward and pull out a much underused mace and bring it down and miss. That was with advantage. Actually, no, wait, we're gonna do... The troll is gonna have a go this time. Whoa.
Right.
Does a 9 hit your armor class?
No, my armor's bad, but it's not that bad.
Vason, does a
No.
11 hit your armor class?
No, not even close.
And then we're just gonna try...
I just imagine that's the one with the manacle on its try. It can't reach.
It tries to break the manacle, but it's holding strong.
Yeah, good steal.
Vason.
I know, I trust my guys.
Cool. That Underscum's still holding that bottle of whiskey, right?
Yep.
Cool. I grab the bottle of whiskey, and I'm just gonna pour whiskey all over the stump of this thing's neck, since it's right in front
Waste
of me.
it.
And I'm then going to put the torch on top of the whiskey and let this troll's neck burst into flames.
Okay.
You didn't need to use that much.
Better to be thorough.
Maybe with your own stuff.
It falls limp once more. Wall.
I just sort of reach the torch out just before Wall takes her turn. If that thing still moves, bring it out and put its neck on this torch.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue to hold the bag closed.
Okay. Underscum.
With all my very weak might.
Well, for the time, I'm still going to hold this one just in case. We've already seen it come back too many times, but I am going to say instead, but why would we do that? All you need to do is, well, you know how to make a muzzle, don't you? Just make something to wrap its head around and then it can't bite.
I don't.
Then we can get information out of it, and we can learn, and we can do things.
Potentially. I mean, I was more thinking that we just suffocate it in the bag.
What do we learn from that?
I mean, I don't. It's a troll. Like, they're not very smart.
Well, that's what they say about me, but you can learn from me.
Yeah, but you don't. I can have a conversation with you without you trying to, this. A gesture to the everything.
Nuri just looks around. Does anybody need healing at the moment? We all...
Yep.
We're all good?
I mean, out of a scale of 1 to 46, I'm currently a 31.
Oh, poor Underscum.
And
We should never let you go up against 3 manticores on your own ever again.
at this point, the troll remains limp. The fire having stopped its regeneration from working. And the bag itself also drops limp.
Excellent. We'll leave this closed for now.
Right.
Sort of just try to shake off the enlarge reduce spell.
Oh yeah, I'll drop the enlarge reduce spell for you.
It's like, oh, that seemed a little excessive now.
Yeah.
I am basically now buried in its bed. What's in this bed?
It just seems to be using like a pile of rags, similar to the like shredded tapestries that the manticores were using as nests. It seems to have a similar bed arrangement.
I'll let you decide if you want these, Wall.
I didn't want the other ones.
I'm very sorry. I guess I just sort of scour the room for some loot.
Okay.
Flip the troll's body over, see if there's anything in its bag, and hopefully not other...
You find another troll head.
Ah!
There's troll heads all the way down.
All the way down.
Roll me an investigation check.
Because why on earth is there a troll in this room? Oh dear.
Ask others if they wish to also roll investigation checks.
I'll do an investigation check. I see that you mistake like a turd for a troll head, and I just look at you pitifully.
I mean, I don't know what a regenerating troll's head looks like. Oh god damn!
I see everything forever and always.
You're the fabric of the universe.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
It's cotton.
It's me, hello.
Despite the several attacks that it made with its claws, you can see that the troll's arms are covered in a familiar meat juice residue. You suspect that this was the creature that ate from the southern table and then delivered the northern table's contents to somewhere else.
I feel that maybe someone was feeding the manticore and troll, and then the troll was taking care of the manticores.
I suppose their food bill's going to go down.
I guess so, but who's behind the feeding of them?
Well, we do have
Santa
corridor.
Claus.
I just stare at Underscum.
Oh, he had a door around that way.
I mean, it's not the weirdest idea. We have had people disappear through walls.
See? Facing agrees.
States it's
Agrees wholeheartedly.
It just
just
I saw Vason agreed.
there's just like that look when you're sort of slightly enlarge your eyes, staring at Wall, pleading.
More just kind of stares. Like, he looks so defeated right now. He's like, I'm gonna have to throw this bag out.
Oh, don't do that. If you don't want it, I'll have it.
So wait, what are these tattoos then? Sorry, you said it was covered in...
It's covered in the meat
juices, and I
juices.
Yeah, never mind. I had something else entirely through wish fulfillment. Sorry that. So there's a third corridor. We've not been down
Yeah.
there. I feel like
Yes, it was.
there's also a fourth one at the other end of the statues, but let's stick to this end.
I feel that the third one, we might actually work out what's feeding them, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
And it went down and round the corner.
All right. Well, I'll have a look. Considering what happened the last time, I vote next time Nefira does the stealthy stuff.
I second
Since
that.
Incredibly stealthy.
I have stumbled literally into a person. Underscum woke up a troll. Wall
Yeah?
has somewhat squeaky wheels. I mean, you really should get those oiled.
Probably should.
And so far,
I'll show you exactly how stealthy I can be as a sort of mumbler. I can be incredibly stealthy when it comes down to it. It really
no.
gotta be nailed.
Stop
Nobody's gonna know
there.
exactly
Okay,
where
you
I
go to
am.
the corridor spins round to the north, and you enter a room with two large wooden tables in it.
Anything else?
several chairs scattered around the tables.
Oh god, we should keep up in case he gets into trouble.
Okay. Empty chairs and empty tables. Yes. Is there anything else I can see in here?
Make me a quick investigation check.
There he is.
Oh, thank god he's alive.
14.
You look around, and under one of the tables you find a copper tankard with a hinged lid.
Oh, would you look at that? Now that is craftsmanship. And look at that beautiful motion. And not nearly as squeaky as your wheelchair.
Thanks.
Right, I'll throw that to Wall. Chuck it in the bag, we're taking that.
We're just gonna sigh. Is he gonna put it, like, in a different bag?
Wall's got like the bag of holding for body parts and the bag of just a backpack.
Just a bag. He's gonna put it in the regular backpack of holding
I'll
things.
admit that these chairs are looking lovely as well.
I am not fitting a chair into there.
All right. I'll level. We'll go midway. We'll take a table.
Oh! I can't fit it in the bag. The hole's too small.
I'm gonna let these two have this not lovers quarrel,
Debate.
married couples fight. And have a look around the rest of the room, just make sure there's nothing under the other table.
I'm just gonna try to open up IKEA in my goddamn bag.
Vasin,
They could be quite one.
you look round, and from what you can tell, this is a slightly better appointed room than the other feast hall that you've seen. So both of this room and the room filled with the meat juices would have at one point been rooms where a group of people would go to for lunch, basically. The people that once worked on this floor would have gathered here for meals. The northernmost room that you saw before with the stone tables and the stone benches would have been very much for the lower class servants' room. This is a slightly more upmarket version. It's a slightly better appointed room.
So maybe guards or something. And considering the human statues, okay, I'm gonna guess this was human guards and whatnot that were here, and whatever is in charge of these manticores and whatnot moving in afterwards.
That sounds reasonable.
Yep.
God, I was going by the seat of my pants.
You were moving by the seat of your pants. How peculiar.
Whilst Underscum wrestles with that sentence, I'm going to open this door.
As you open the door, there's a little bit of resistance in opening the door, and you have to give a good shove to push it open. And it becomes fairly clear why you have to do this. As the door flies open, there's a and the corpse of a female dwarf wearing tattered leather armor falls to the ground.
Oh.
In one skeletal hand, she is holding a dagger, and in the other, she has a tin flagon.
Okay, so I got the race wrong. It's dwarves, not humans. Got another tank.
Magic flagon looks nice.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
We own a tavern. We need as many flagons as we can get. I'm literally going to go in and go and get it.
No, there's dead people. There's dead people goop in here. There's dead people goop.
I pick up the dagger.
It's fine. We can clean it.
Okay, so this dwarf is in rusty armor, correct?
Tattered leather.
Tattered leather. And it's a full-on skeleton. It's not like recently decayed.
It's been here a little while. It's not a full skeleton, but
It doesn't have a full skeleton. Someone's been stealing the bones.
it is not a fully skeleton here. There is
It's still there's flesh.
bits.
Okay, I'm gonna look for anything besides this dagger for personal effects, because you know what? It'll be a good deed to tell someone that their friend has died.
I'm just trying to push the tin into the bag without. Well, no. I am putting it. Yes.
Well, you have your own bag. You have your own backpack.
Are there any effects?
Vason,
Yours is on a chair.
Oh.
Vason, you look into the room, and you can see 2 large tables with 2 large wooden benches, and you can see this is a much nicer dining hall than the previous 2 that you've been to.
Who the hell lived here?
And on one of the benches is a backpack.
Oh. I trot over.
Now, if you just put this in your bag, it will be perfect.
Wait,
It will be perfectly fine.
You're definitely stronger than me. You get it in my bag. But I was like, defeated.
So, is that the table with the bag, or did I go to the wrong one?
It doesn't state which table, so, you know,
I've got it.
pick a table. It's that one.
Yep. I'm at the table. I pick up the bag.
Okay, one moment. Let me describe to you what is in said bag.
1,000 minutes.
Is this like a
mimic.
halfling sized bag?
This would be the
dwarf
dwarven
bag?
bag. This is a you know,
It's a mimic.
it's a similar level of equipment to the stuff the dwarf at the door was wearing. Inside the backpack is 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons, some very, very, very rotted rations, a tinderbox and a water skin, and there's 50 foot of rope strapped to the side of it.
Okay, I go grab
really
the.
wanted you
I
to say
delicately.
full
I delicately reach in, scoop up the rotten rations, hopefully so that they don't fall apart in the bag, and just hoy that over my shoulder.
There's a
If it hits Underscum in the face, all the better.
I would like to dodge, please.
you dodge.
Can someone please explain why someone would be having 1,000 ball bearings in a bag?
It's probably a rogue. You like throw them on the floor, difficult terrain, stuff like that.
Just look at the dagger from the dwarf from before. Is there like a name on it? Is it fancy?
It's an average dagger.
Okay, I put the dagger in the bag as well, because like it's assorted random rogue stuff.
It's most of a burglar's kit, is what you have found.
Why would a burglar have ball bearings? To trip people over, I guess.
I guess so. Well, I saw them at my shop quite a lot.
I think they're quite good for setting off traps and making sure ways are clear sometimes if they're pressury. I know that I was seeing someone tried it before and it didn't work out too well for them, but they tried it.
Ben has redeemed a stretch for anybody who wishes to do a stretch.
Wait a minute, I could use this to detect gelatinous oozes.
It could do.
Mysterious corridor. Throw a handful of ball bearings.
There's all sorts of uses.
Yeah. You might also get them just baddie just randomly running on the spot on top of them for a while. It's funny when that happens.
Oh,
I've only ever seen that one in those illustrated comic-y things, but I can't wait to see it for real life.
I'll
Just
slowly
for-
nod.
For the sake of admin, John, if you could send me the description of that in a chat message, I will add that to the party loot.
You could put in burglar's kit minus lantern and oil.
Ooh, that's easier.
Yeah, it describes it as a burglar's pack complete except for the lantern and flasks of oil. I'm going to go ahead and say the rations they're no bueno no more.
So that's a tool. That's not even that's just flat out a tool. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a dwarven thief, a bunch of eating rooms, a very upset troll, 3 dead manticores, and just quickly scanning the walls. Anything of significance?
Nothing in this room.
I mean, it looks like they barricaded themselves in here, so I feel that maybe the dwarf wasn't associated with the manticores, or at least wasn't allied with them.
Actually, no, you see in this room, much like the others, just the iron bars where there would have at one point been tapestries. But they are not there anymore.
Oh, come on. I mean, to be fair, how much does a tapestry stand go for these days, Well?
How much does a tapestry strand go for, dear?
Not very expensive. These are literally just the iron bar that you would affix the tapestry to the wall with. It's a bar of iron.
50,000 gold each.
I'll just go straight for them. Now, how weighty are these? Could these just like be improvised maces?
Not really.
Well, like, he's looking at you with the most
Open up
kind
a
of
bag of holding.
No.
Oh,
And Wallace is going to lift up the gun and be like, you put anything else in my bag and I'm
well, let's not do anything too hasty here.
Wallace is still going to hold the gun. Be like, no.
This is good iron.
It is not. That is not good. I work with iron daily. That is not good iron.
But how does iron go bad?
It like rusts. Also, as well, I mean, like it's just poor quality.
It's
So-
pork quality.
Yeah.
The dwarven corpse. Was there anything identifying on there?
No.
So does that? Well, does that mean that they cook pork with it, or it's made of pork?
Or just puts his head in his hand. He's like, I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I'm so hungry.
We should take one of the pork irons, and then we can do pork.
Or we're just gonna just roll out the room. Just like, no.
Yeah. As well.
You forgot the iron pork. You forgot the irons.
He's gone.
I just scoop up the dwarven body to take it through to the manticore room because I feel like they're a thief, but they do deserve at least a small funeral. Yeah.
I'm guessing we're leaving the pork iron.
Yeah. I sort of just take the dwarf over to what's left of any of the nests and just sort of
One
make a
moment.
small fire. Oh no. What have we done? What have we triggered?
There's a door here.
We can check that out after, putting a soul to rest.
Mort just looks at you with just hatred.
Vason, as you enter the room again,
Oh no.
Oh no.
there is a... where is it?
Oh, just for the record, by the way, Burger's kit is on my shoulder, just hung over Vason's shoulder.
Like
Just
a
so we're
cool
not
kid in a
everything
high school
back.
video.
Exactly. Just to make sure that we're not putting everything in the bag of holding.
But it's
Oh,
a
his
bag of
wall, it will
holding.
just-
It's made
just
to
lose it.
hold.
It's not that big,
You would
though.
lose the bag of holding?
As you
But it's attached to your chair.
as you enter the room, Vason, there is a large foot diameter humanoid eyeball surrounded by motes of light hanging
Wait, what?
in the center
How
of
many
the room.
How big did you say this was?
Foot across.
Fuck! Just an eyeball.
And it
How
just
did we miss this?
turns to look at you and looks at you for about 30 seconds or so and then just boop, disappears.
Oh no.
I think it likes you.
Well, that was downright unsettling. Can I retroactively do something? Can I use my divine sense as that eyeball's in the room?
Yes.
Because so divine sense, wolf, run, usability.
I was going to presume that Wall did see it.
You sense none of the things on your list.
Well, that's at least slightly comforting.
A giant eyeball dangling from the ceiling, which is unidentifiable, is a good thing?
Oh no, it's the fact that it's not a fiend or anything to do with with heaven or hell. That's what's comforting.
Right.
It's certainly mundane.
Right.
Anyway.
Gotcha.
Wall just looks
Speaking of
around.
Certainly Monday. Gotcha.
Right. I just gather together any of like the flammable debris that is left of these nests.
Okay.
Plot the dwarf's body on top of it. I'd ask for some of Underscum's whiskey.
Wall's just going to like turn around and be like,
no.
Listen, we're in an enclosed space. I don't know if you've ever smelled a burning body before, but it's really bad.
Plus, I'm not letting you waste any more of my name.
I mean,
We
technically,
have
we did smell the whiskey burning flesh before.
Yeah,
We have standards.
but we didn't like do a cremation.
We have standards. Open the door. Just literally start walking away.
You open the door,
Oh no.
and the desiccated corpse of an unusually large basilisk lies in the middle of the floor on its back, its shriveled tongue hanging out, all 6 of its feet sticking up in the air, and clutched in one of its clawed feet is a transparent orb.
Huh.
Pretty.
Don't touch it. I'm coming after him.
But pretty.
I mean, it might have killed it.
But pretty.
Yeah, but pretty
Yeah,
things
I'm
can still be
next
bad.
Yeah, I'm there right now.
As these two continue their bickering, I just put
I love that you
dwarf's
literally just
body
walked
down.
straight on top of it. Stop.
I don't know where it is. There it is. I
Like,
can't see it.
put the dwarf's body down, do a quick, just sort of like holy sign to be like, and then follow afterwards. Because I don't have a body bag to carry this in.
No, it's not going in the bag of
At this
holding.
point, Underscum's arm is going for the orb.
Nope. I'm gonna slap it away.
Do you really think that's going to help? That's going to stop my... I must admit, my hands have gone on my hips for this one as I look at Wall. Do you really think that's going to stop me? I just start to reach out again.
Nope, we're gonna slap it again.
What on
I
earth
can
is
do
that?
this all day.
Slap it again. Underscore, we need to think about this. The basilisk is holding it. It could be deadly.
I mean,
But
you're the
it's-
expert in magic.
Yeah. Well, let me have a
What
look at
is
it.
it then?
I'm gonna make an
All right,
arcana check.
I'll pick it up and give it to
No,
you.
no, that's that.
Underscore, why don't we check the rest of the room?
11, not great.
Make me a investigation check as well, Wall.
Okay.
Oh, all right,
I'm a
fine.
character sheet.
Wait, what? Is that giant hole in the floor?
Uh,
I'm assuming that's a wall.
wait, that's a wall. Back up.
It's me.
Oh, look, where am I? Okay, I had to go back one. Gotcha. I'm trapped.
I've walled him in, it's okay.
Stuck in the wall.
Ooh, this is a big room. Oh my.
That was petrifying.
Okay.
There was a stony silence all of a sudden.
Vason and Underscum, as you make your way into this room around the wall that definitely always existed, the ceiling is 60 feet high. There are 11 lifelike statues in a variety of poses clustered together at the south end of the room.
Are there?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't see that far.
I don't worry, I can't see anything. So,
Oh, so there are.
Alcoves along the walls hold, or would have held, 6 further statues, but 5 of them are shattered on the floor. The 6th statue, located in the middle alcove on the east wall, remains intact and appears to be made of a glistening black stone.
well, hang on a second. Would I know anything about basilisks?
Roll me a nature check.
Right. Boom. That is a 17.
You would know that they petrify things.
Monsters, no monsters. Well, basilisks say they petrify things. I don't think they turn them into stone.
I think that's the same thing.
But not for petrify, when one night scared and couldn't move and was permanently frozen.
That's what you did to the manticore in the other room. You petrified it.
I don't know.
At least I hope it was you. Because otherwise there's something else in here.
Well, to be honest, it's more I pull out these stuff for prisms. It's more I point this thing and it does stuff.
No, point that at me.
Right you are. Okay. But it might do good things as well. I understand it can do some wonderful things. I know it can make a bridge. And
I'm
it
okay
can
right
do
now.
other things. But
I'm
it
okay
does.
right
Are you sure? It might help.
I just sort of back off towards the statue that before I was going to investigate, but now I kind of just want to get it between me and Underscum and that staff.
Are you scared of the stuff?
Yes.
Vason.
It's a stick. Oh.
Vason, roll me
Oh no.
roll me a dexterity check as you back up towards the statue.
Oh dear. This is where it's going to get bad. Oh. Modified 20.
You manage to back up and pull yourself behind the statue without touching the statue itself.
That's good.
Something tells me that touching it might be bad.
Whoa.
Hello.
With your previous investigation check, I'm going to come back to you now.
Awesome.
The basilisk has been killed by a variety of weapon attacks and destructive spells.
Okay, so it's not been killed by the orb.
It doesn't appear to have been killed by the orb, but as you are looking at it, the body starts to just subtly shift.
Oh no.
And you can see ripples just moving under the skin.
Oh dear.
And 2 giant centipedes just burrow out of the corpse.
Oh dear. I'll just kind of like look at the. I'll look at like. Is anyone else in the room with me? Or is it just the centipedes?
The most of the group is still at this end of the room. Underscum and Vason have moved further in.
I'll just kind of like look at them like, you know, I'll be like, hey, I'm higher up on the food chain than you guys. Like,
But are you?
I'm gonna just select all of the things now, and we're gonna roll another initiative,
Yeah.
and we're gonna
Oh, no.
we're gonna see what happens.
I'm potentially going to do something very stupid. There's a 20.
Initiative.
I'm assuming we hear Wall say something.
we're just kind of like sitting there, like looking a bit stunned.
I'd reckon when it comes down, we're far away enough that we might actually need to double check on that. Especially
Yeah,
because you're very preoccupied with my stuff.
Okay.
That came out wrong.
So since we're entirely distracted and we're having a slightly different confrontation, I'll just sort of like put both of Vason's hands on the back of the statue and just be like, okay, put that away.
Oh, I
away.
love the
That's a
wording you
dangerous thing.
picked there.
Put my hands on the back of it.
That was a bad. That
I know.
might have been a bad.
I know, but I didn't want to meta that.
I appreciate that.
What did I just put my hands in?
Somebody who rolled a -3 on initiative. The statue, the black sheen that covers it, suddenly pulses and starts to move, and you realize that actually the statue is a much different shape to the shape that it used to be, and this black slime just sloughs off the statue and becomes a living ooze pile that we will get.
Does that thing do contact damage?
I believe it might do.
Goody.
Yes, it does. And as you put your hands in
You're
it,
in for a good time.
you take 5 points of damage.
And it gets blasted with telekinetic force. Let's see, I need to take 5 damage, so 44. Boop. And yeah, it needs to make a
Strength saving throw.
Yes, it does. I'm just thinking, is that the right thing I should have clicked? I don't know.
17.
Against 8 plus proficiency bonus plus. Yeah, no, I think that's enough.
Save is 14, so yes, it saves. It takes half the damage, so if you could roll me 2d8.
Yep.
Okay.
Well done. It didn't shift.
It didn't move.
Okay, so I'm currently standing in this thing.
Yeah.
I haven't used any of my actions yet.
Nope.
Oh god, what is it? A bonus action to grab a weapon?
No, it's part of the attack action.
Oh, thank goodness! I just slice my way through this thing.
Okay.
Just 2 big old greatsword cuts to step through the gap it makes.
Okay, roll me 2 attacks.
This is not a good time. $13?
That'll hit.
Cool. 13 damage. And do it again. 24.
That'll definitely
I guess that
hit.
hits. For 8 damage.
You slash into this creature twice.
Cool. Am I able to use sort of the gap
Yeah.
gap made by those cuts to step through? Thank God.
You also take
Actually, no. Let's not actually give it an attack of opportunity.
3
Let's just
more
step through.
points of acid damage.
Ooh, does this? Can I trigger this more than once a turn?
That's a good question.
You got one reaction a turn.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Yeah,
checking the
it
rules.
is your reaction to emanate the telekinetic energy, so no.
Fair enough. Oh, that's a shame. Cool. Da-da-da. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna stay where I am
Okay.
because I don't want to give it opportunity attacks, and I don't have a disengage action to use.
Giant centipede is going to get a turn,
Oh no.
and it's going to bite at Woal.
No.
That is a 7.
Miss. Woe yelps loudly.
Nefira hears Woal yelp, turns around, comes back, looks at the creatures here, and just fires 2 eldritch blasts, one at each. The first just hits, and a spidery web blasts one of them. And then the second one misses and just goes wide and splats against the wall. But that is Nefira's turn. Ick is seeing a giant ooze, and that seems to take the priority right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is going to run to here and get the crossbow out.
Nice.
Oh, wait a second. Crossbow bolt sinks in. And then it is Haleth's turn, who can't actually see anything at the moment because doesn't have dark vision. 10,
Oh, dear.
15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is going to run towards Vason, who has a light. Underscum.
Right. I'm going to go. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. To there. Hold on. Wrong one. There we go. So there.
Yep.
I can attack from 10 feet rather than 5 feet. Thanks to my long limbs. So I'm going to take my warhammer.
Damn you bugbears and your giant arms.
Yep. I'm going to go and hit it.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit it?
An 11 does hit.
Hey, that's very nice. Let's roll the damages.
Is that...
I was planning on rolling that double-handed. I don't know exactly how that reads.
That reads as 5.
Well, that's 5 damage then.
Assuming that's not really cocked up somehow.
So I'll do that, and then I am going to give Vason a bardic inspiration. You can do this, buddy. It's entirely on you. And with that, I will back up 5, 10.
You see,
Sounds like
as you
that.
slam into it with the hammer, there is a burst of corrosive acid that doesn't make it to you.
Oh, thank God of my long limmy limbs.
Nuri is going to make a guiding bolt at the creature. And misses. Damn, this centipede. Whoa.
It's me.
The true.
Yeah,
danger
the
of this
true
fight.
danger here is this fucking centipede. Wall is going to just see everyone kind of struggling and just fairy fire
Okay.
just on this centipede. It's not the greatest use of the spell, but hopefully we're going to have a rest soon because I'm really low on spell slots, so make a DC.
Let's...
Yeah, to be honest, I could deal with one as well.
It just makes the dex save.
Damn it!
Centipede. MLP star, the centipede.
Can we keep this thing as a pet? We seem to be trying to make every other thing a pet.
The black pudding that is going at initiative count -3 reaches out.
I'm guessing it's like -5 agility from the reading there.
Yeah, it has dexterity of 5, so a -3 to agility. It reaches out with a pseudopod and attempts to slam into Vason.
Ew.
That is a 22 to hit.
That very thoroughly does.
So that is 20 points of acid damage.
Oh no!
And well, actually, it's 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 points of acid damage.
Sadly, I don't have resistances to any of that.
And your armor takes a -1 to its armor class.
Oh dear. So I don't know how to apply that in this, but I will remember that my AC is 1 lower right now.
Just remember it for now.
Hey, that's a lot of damage in one go. Oh boy.
Vason.
There's just a brief moment of sadly, paladins can't rage, but if they could, this is the moment.
This paladin rage.
You can rage, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I can rage, and then it's called Divine Smite. So we're going to attack with a 24.
That'll hit.
Again, damage for 12, and I just want to make sure I'm understanding how Divine Smite works. Okay, that decided to jump around my list. That was unhelpful. Cool, and I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot for Divine Smite.
Okay. So that is 3d8.
That's 3d8, so I will roll 3d8.
And while I remember that's a thing...
Oh, come on! Favorite.
So
that was a total of 21 damage.
as you slice into it, this is something that should have happened last turn.
As I stepped through it. I don't like these numbers.
No, you know. No.
I don't think yelling no louder will make a difference.
You slice the pudding into 2 pieces.
Oh, thank goodness they're small.
No.
Right, well that was the first attack. And whichever one I have cut, I am going to follow that up with another cut.
Okay.
Because I do not, I just got one of these things in the leg. Ew, no.
But there's more now.
19.
A 19 will hit.
Yep. Underscum, remember what happened last time? It's the same thing becoming smaller. for 14.
In which case, we defeated it last time by punching.
That's 8 points of acid damage to you, Vason.
Oh god. Neri! I don't know why that sent again.
It is now MLP star Centipede's turn, who is going to attempt to bite Vol again. He's going to bite a Vol.
It's me, the Vol.
Roll, Vol.
13?
Shield.
The centipede rears back and charges at you and just into a mystical shield that jumps up around you.
Donk.
Nefira is gonna look at the Eldritch blasting hand, wind up, and fire 2 more Eldritch blasts. That'll hit.
Yay!
He contemplates blasting Woal or the dead corpse of a basilisk, but the second Eldritch blast just kind of fizzles with no target. Ick aims the crossbow, fires at one of these black puddings, hits, and deals some damage. Haleth can get there this turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. And will punch the pudding. That's the thing I said. That'll hit.
So I noticed something from the Twitch stream, which is it says that you're up next, so you're basically watching from my stream. Just with pictures.
The camera sees all the tokens as characters it can control. I don't know how that works with all of the things that all the things that tell it whose turn it is.
Oh, knows.
And then we're gonna slam another fist into the pudding.
That's it, yes. Fist it hard.
And
Oh god.
Haleth takes some damage.
I don't appreciate this black pudding.
Underscum.
I don't appreciate it at all.
Right, I am gonna run over here and then hit it with a hammer.
Okay.
With a and that is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
And two-handed, that is 13 this time.
That is enough to bring down the top pudding.
I took off the one on top. Alright, Vason, your turn.
Nuri is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Who needs healing?
I do. I shouted before. At least I think I did. I did shout Nuri, right? I'm not bad.
Vason, have some
It was a
healing.
distance away.
Yay!
10 points.
Oh, thank God. Just like the idea that like just welts on his scales just clean off. It's like, there we go,
Oh,
polishing.
that's a shame when it comes down to those marks, they bring character, they do.
Whoa.
My scales are pretty.
So the centipede's fucked off. Wall is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What are you doing? Shout. Can I say as my bonus action, like Wall kicked one of his wheels and a little like crab-looking robot-y thing like fell off the wheelchair, scuttled over to the orb and like grabbed it, and has since followed him and gone back underneath the chair.
Okay. You pick up the orb, you pry it. The crab creature pries it from the claw of the basilisk, and just two like crab limbs holding it fall, sneaks off after you, and just sort of climbs up back onto the chair and places the orb next to you.
Excellent.
I see. It's too dangerous for me to take it, but okay for your little crab thing.
My little crab thing that no one's ever seen before. Like, I want to think that, like, what did it as quickly as possible, like, saw that the crab went out, came back, and he's like, the orb is, like, hidden under his chair now.
The only person who was there who could have seen it is Nefira, so...
Nefira's not telling, because Nefira's not here. Nefira has a really bad headache right now.
It is now the turn of the Black Pudding, who is going to attack Vason. Some more.
I don't like this. I was in good health. I was healthy. I don't... Oh my god, yes, that hit.
23 to hit. That is 18 points of damage. And your armor class is reduced by another 1.
My AC is now 14. I am not a happy lad. Sorry, before this switches over to my turn, since it's been a fresh round now, I'm going to use my...
You're going to use your Gemmy Blast.
telekinesis again. Yep.
That is a strength save.
Yep, against 14.
It rolled a 12.
Hooray! Damage. So it takes 5 force damage and slams into that wall.
Oh.
It does that thing.
I wish that that it would take like impact damage if it was if it couldn't actually move 10 feet.
It is, however, now your turn. What do you wish to do?
I am hurt. I am very much not shiny. My chainmail is in a state.
There's just
go
acid pits across the chainmail, and it's just sizzling slightly.
I could go utterly overboard and use lightning breath.
I mean, your armor is ruined, so...
Yeah, I'm going to be completely overboard, and I'm going to use my lightning breath on it.
Okay.
So, yeah, quite handily can hit that. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
It does not, because its dex is poopy.
Cool, and I'm going to roll damage. Boomf. Takes 15 lightning damage.
You breathe a bolt of lightning out, and it slams into the pudding. And it's not as damaging as you were expecting it to be.
Oh no.
What?
It's resistant to lightning damage, boy.
Okay, and I'm going to use bonus weapon to use my last spell slot to use magic weapon on my sword.
Oh, turn your sword into a hammer. They work well.
Well, I've already cast my spell now.
Nefira goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I mean, Eldritch Blast has been going well so far, so why not continue that?
Woo!
Let me double check that is... Are we close enough? We must be close. That's 120 feet. No, I'm not checking that. That is definitely 120 feet. And second Eldritch Blast. And then it is Ick's turn, and Ick pulls another bolt into the crossbow and fires at the pudding. It's getting real... I don't know how a pudding shows that it's weakened, but whatever that does, it does that.
It's looking a bit melty.
Haleth steps between Vason and the pudding and punches the pudding. Hits the pudding.
Hits the pudding hard.
And there is no more pudding.
At this moment, Vason just sort of like leans back into essentially just sitting on his ass. Just ow. And then lies back. Just very... That was not great. That was a lot of pain in a very short period of time.
As you take a few minutes to look around the room, the statues at the south end of the room, which are petrified creatures, you count amongst them a male human, a male half-orc, a female elf, and two halflings. Halflings. 2 kobolds, 3 goblins, and a carrion crawler.
Ooh.
And one of the carrion crawler's tentacles, there is a 6 arrowhead-shaped malachite-spired crown made of copper. Or to put that another way, reading it from the front of the description, it's a copper crown with 6 arrowhead-shaped malachite spires. Just
I call dibs on the crown.
hanging from the tentacle. You grab the crown, and it's a crown.
I mean, I say I call dibs. I'm still collapsed on the ground. If someone tells me there's a crown, I call dibs.
Wall, how do you wish to investigate the orb?
He's not going to do it just yet.
Okay.
Keeping it out of sight for now. It's promptly inside the crab creature.
All right.
Which is just under its chair, which has been hidden there for the past 11 sessions.
Sneaky.
Sneaky, little crab.
So
I'm a defender that I just never use.
So at this point, it's starting to get later on into this day. Do you want to take a long rest here?
It's not a bad place for a long rest. Mostly because I'm already on the floor.
You can also see that there is no further on that this tunnel complex goes into. This is as far as it goes.
Sounds like a good place.
Just thought, would anybody like to make a religion check to work out what the statue is that the black pudding was on?
Oh, let's go for it.
Yeah, let's do that. I saw that very up close and personal.
Nope.
19.
Vason
19.
and Underscum. This is a statue of Gond, the god of inventions.
Oh.
What? Is there any association between Gond and black puddings?
No.
Who is Gond? What is Gond?
Gond is known as the Lord of all Smiths, and is basically a god of creation, a god of inventing things.
Sort of from his collapsed position on the floor, Mason just turns his head to the left to look at one statue, and to the right to look at the other to see if he recognizes those as well.
They are smashed beyond recognition.
Maybe we should have asked the black pudding to recreate them.
You would both know, and it would probably be filled in as well that there is a temple to Gond in Waterdeep. Underscum, you've been there.
Yep.
There is also a festival day that celebrates Gond and his achievements, that is celebrated by various people around Waterdeep, that features a giant parade through the town with walking automatons.
An impressive sight to see as well.
Which is an impressive sight to see, especially as various smiths attempt to outdo each other to make even better automata.
I'm sure that's lovely.
I don't really
Oh,
like how
yes.
competitive it
Don't
is.
worry, I'll take you along to it one day. That'd be fine.
Well, why have you ever submitted anything?
I mean, I don't do full prosthetics or anything. I can't actually make, it's a
Wait.
bit. I'd love to, but I'd never got
Can you
it.
make me into one? I'll do the parade, and you can make me.
What kind of smiles? Oh, I'll think about it. Thanks for the offer.
Nefira raises a hand and says, "I'll take first watch."
Thank you.
I'm very tired. I'll tell you, I'll take last watch.
I'll do second.
Me and Nick will do the last watch. We'll watch.
Mason rather pathetically basically just rolls the burglar's bag off his shoulder, whatever knapsack he's been carrying around off his back, grabbles for like something like a pillow and a blanket, just rolls into sleep exactly where he is. There is no interest in moving right now.
Haleth will take first watch with Nefira.
Wake me up if you need me. I'm being very dramatic because I have already used lay on hands, which is like most of my health restored, but that hurt.
Pat pat.
The D3. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception checks from the watch group. So they're mine. Good job, Haleth.
Rip. Well done, Haleth.
Okay.
Nefira, what's your elf IC?
Nothing.
Not a lot. Nothing happens for the first watch, and eventually, after several hours of just sort of looking out and watching you guys sleeping, and not seeing anybody coming in, Nefira comes and wakes up Woal. And did somebody say they were taking the watch with Woal?
I don't think so. Oopsie.
How long will it have been?
It's a few hours into sleep.
I could do it by myself. It's fine.
If you give me a poke, I'll join you. I've only been dramatic. The drama's out of my system now.
I've slept
gonna
the
let you
drama off.
I'll let you sleep.
Oh, yay.
Haleth offers to stay awake with you, as technically he doesn't need sleep from being dead.
Yeah, could do that. Or it's gonna mostly just try and sniff out if there's anything nearby.
Okay.
Sniff, sniff.
Haleth will attempt another perception check. That's better this
nice.
time.
Wow, nice.
That's better this time. Several hours pass, and it's difficult to tell exactly how long, but you have a pretty good internal clock, Woal, and you know roughly how long it is, and unless there's anything you wish to talk to about with Haleth, or to look at the orb, or do anything in the room, the time just passes.
Yeah, he's gonna sort out the orb when he gets back to his workshop.
Okay.
He'll just reapply his like leg bandagey things.
Right.
Makes you a bit sore. And have the rest of his rations for the day.
And eventually, you both nudge Underscum and Ick awake for their last watch. And Haleth doesn't need to sleep, but agrees to sort of just like meditate a bit.
But it's important for you to get your rest as well.
And Wol, you find yourself back to sleep fairly quickly.
Nice.
Could I get perception checks from yourself, Underscum?
Yep. Right, that's a 10.
The last few hours of the night pass, and this mostly goes smoothly. Nothing interrupts your slumber. But you all oversleep.
Oh.
Oh, no dear.
You eventually, your internal clocks sort of catch up. The sunlight obviously doesn't get down into the Undermountain, but you eventually come to consciousness, and you find Ick and Underscum have disappeared.
Oh.
Just to check, this counts as we've had a long rest.
You have had a long rest at this point, yes.
Oh, I refresh my spell slots.
Yeah. Oh, where's the bloody button?
Ah, blessed.
You have had a long rest at this point, but as you come to consciousness, you find that Underscum and Ick are missing. Yeah, I'm wrapping up now. Go. There seems to be the signs of a light struggle towards the door of the room. And the only thing you do find in a brief search of the area, if I look in the right book, I will find it, is a symbol, like a pendant that has been, the chain has been snapped and it has been discarded here. Of a very intricately carved spider on a necklace.
Stares at the drow.
And so yeah, I'm doing a religion check immediately.
It's a spider.
I was hoping it was like, is this a lol thing? Is it definitely a lol thing?
It definitely looks like a drow necklace.
It's too early for this.
And with that, we'll wrap up this session.
Oh, fun scum. No.
And
No.
we're going to say a brief... until we meet again to Underscum.
Oh no.
For Ben is moving house, which makes it difficult to do things. So we're not sure when Underscum will be back, but there are plans in action, as you can see from him disappearing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
But with that, thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to go live. Know when we go live, you can go live as well if you want. You know, I'm not going to stop you streaming. But it's a great way for you to know when we do go live, and you'll be able to catch up with all of the rest of the stuff we do, as well as watching the continued adventures of these guys as they chase down the missing Underscum. But we also have the following streams. That's the button I want. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing more Create Above and Beyond with Chris as we continue to work through the Create Above and Beyond pack. We have mostly, almost completely finished the automation of Chapter 1, which is cool. So there is a few bits and pieces left to do with that, but we will get those ironed out hopefully tomorrow, if not very soon after. On Tuesday, because apparently this is the week of factory games, Tuesday is going to be Satisfactory as Sean, Michael, and myself continue our playthrough of Satisfactory. We are going to be focusing on turning the steel that we have started to mine into useful things. On Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing the FBF Creative stream, or the FBF Creative Club. I'm going to be painting some D&D minis, and I'm hoping to be joined by some other creative people doing arty stuff as well, so there'll be plenty of arty people happening? Yeah, they just happen in the stream. You'll be able to see some cool art, we'll do some stuff, you'll be able to see it all on the stream, so tune in for that. On Thursday, Angel is hopefully going to be reading some more BioShock or just whatever takes their fancy. On Friday, more D&D occurs as Princes of the Apocalypse campaign continues with Fallout as we deal with the ramifications of the discovery we made at the end of the previous episode, the petrified remains of, or the petrified statue of one of our mentors. And that is it for the next week, because next Sunday is the session 0 for my new campaign that starts in April. So tune in soon for a new D&D campaign as Rime of the Frost Maiden starts. We are going to do a raid now at Good Vibes Relax, because that sounds exactly what we need for the rest of the night.
It is.
Oh, very
Quite
true.
nice ASMR would be quite nice with a finish.
So go and enjoy this ASMR with Good Vibes Relax. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 I'm gonna head as well because I need to cook. Well, have a good one.